Oh, so many things. I think we can go off a little bit. How many Jaces can we make here? Let's bounce that to the hand. We proliferate and amass. So now we can proliferate the amass creature. Yeah, let's put it on there. I quite like this hand. Let's give it a go. We can steal one of their artifacts if they play one. Unlikely, but still. And we've got a bit of ramp. And a couple of proliferate spells to try and clone our Jace as quickly as possible to overwhelm our opponents. Because one Jace isn't too great, but two Jaces. Now we're talking. Blue. Okay. So let's hope that we don't have anything with haste. That's going to be annoying. Get Jace out here. No reprieve. It's good.
We'll make this look easy.
Do they have removal for him?
Let's try this.
People are probably not so confident facing this Jace. Because there's so many other Jaces that are out there. But I think for the cheap ones, this is pretty damn good. Raging Raptors. So what we can do already, I think, is go off here. Ultimate the Jace. Proliferate. Two Jaces. Oh, this is so great. Absolutely crazy.
I had no idea I could do that either.
So I like to keep one going up and one getting a bit of defense. And then having the Malcolm out is nice as well. It would have been good to proliferate after we got a chorus count on here, but I think it's going to be fine. So yeah, we've got a pretty awesome field. 2 Planeswalkers, 2 creatures. Can't complain. I feel like the Thieving Skydiver isn't going to be so great in this match, but we'll have to see. So Kuita's route 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they're going to be getting Gishath out pretty close. And then, oh, Flood of Tears. Probably not great having lots of Jaces out with the Flood of Tears, but it might be nice to reset the field. We're going to get a few triggers. Georgia Scarred. We'll get rid of the Guardian Idol, I think. Oh, Raven Form. Get rid of that. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Yeah, Thieving Skydiver's going to go. So your River's Rebuke probably going to win us the game. Let's go for another Jace. And let's keep creating a few more bodies, because next time we can already make this one ultimate again. 3, 4, 5, 6. Migration Path. So yeah, they are really preparing for this Gishath. And we are going to take some damage, I think. They're going to kill the Malcolm. They're going to kill the Malcolm. Okay. So let's tick this one down. So we get 2 more Jaces. It does feel a bit strange having so many, to be honest. Keep ticking these ones. Swinging in. I want to be aggressive, which sounds a bit weird because we're facing a Gishath, but let's just see what we get here. Narset. I think Flood of Tears is not going to be good because we've got the River's Rebuke. And we'll go for an untapped land. Do we just create more bodies? As I said, I want to keep one up.
This will come in handy.
We could have literally just Khan's Bastion there to... No, it's fine. We'll go for the Narset. Maybe find an answer, removal spell, bounce spell, something. Consuming Tide. Oh dear. Let's just create one, I think. And then we'll foretell this. So we are going to take a bit of a chunk from the Gishath. 7 damage to the face. They're going to get that many dinosaurs. So who are they going to hit? Probably us? Yeah, okay. So we're at 27. We could reduce that a little bit. But yeah, I don't really care. I want to keep my attackers up. And hopefully we don't just die here. If they get an Atali, Trumpeting Carnosaur, Discover. So yeah, this Consuming Tide, all this River's Rebuke is going to be great. To slow him down a bit. Oh, wow. So if we did that, use Raven form, proliferate loads. I think we want to see what we get with Narset first. Tezzeret's Gambit. Yeah, I think we're going to rebuke. That's definitely going to happen. Otherwise, we just die in the swing back. Beautiful. Beautiful. And what else do we want? So keep that one high.
It's a matter of giving.
That one as well. See, I don't want to lose any.
Let's try this.
Obviously, they could play something to just kill our whole army. But, they're down to 9. 3 bouts of draw discard. I think Consuming Tide is going to go because we don't want to lose all our stuff. Relic Tower. No, we'll get rid of the basic. And a Brazen Borrower. That's amazing because now we've got the bounce spell. And it's create another dude. So we almost have lethal on board. They're at 9. We've got 8 on board power.
Doesn't mean it won't kill you.
So if they play the Gishath and we bounce it, I don't think there's much they can do. Interesting. They're going for a ramp. Don't think I've ever seen this many Jaces on the field. And a Raging Raptors. Do we care about that? Not really. Oh, so many things. I think we can go off a little bit. How many Jaces can we make here? Let's bounce that to the hand. We proliferate and amass. So now we can proliferate the amass creature. Yeah, let's put it on there. Let's get some more Jaces. 4 Jaces. We would have had 6 Jaces. And even maybe we could have had probably more Jaces than that, to be honest. Okay, we got Delve of Secrets in our opening hand. Let's keep this modern playable card. Is it any good? In today's standards? Probably. I think to stand the test of time, it's all to do with the mana cost, isn't it? 1 drop into a 3/2 is pretty crazy. The Archive's going to be sick. We've got the Narset coming up as well. And they're Bant colours, so they could be a bit sneaky. Tapping things, board wipes, controlling elements. Green for ramp. They're playing some ramp here. Okay. Reveal. Nice. Now we're going over the top. Let's draw and discard here, see what we get. We do want lands, don't we? I think we're going to get rid of the Djinn here. For now. And then we'll make the Jace a nice little blocker here.
I've got them all figured out.
And even if they do take care of the illusion by tapping it, then the Druid... They'll have to tap the Druid to cast the Tamiyo to do that, so they won't have an attacker. So we'll see what they do. I mean, they could just go for Tamiyo. Tap 2 things whenever they deal damage, draw a card, or -2 to tap 2 things, they don't untap. So yeah, we'll see what they go for. We've got a lot of nice stuff. Jinga Tactics is kind of weird here. Made it, his artwork just doesn't exist underneath Jacob Hawken. So what they're going to go for? Luckily, this survives being a target of tapping. Okay, right. We can do this in their turn and act as a blocker if we need to. Now we'll just tick up. It's a shame we can't kill the Tamiyo here. Maybe we leave the 2 mana up for the Experimental Augury and the Cyclonic Rift. Yeah, I don't really want to tap out with the Narset. I mean, she's going to be a wonderful addition. But yeah, the Paradise Druid is the thing actually more annoying than Tamiyo because she's the one that's going to pressure our Planeswalkers. And the Hexproof is irritating. If she wants to do the tapping again, they will kill... The Tamiyo will die, so there's that. But if they do tick up to +1, we'll have to hit it with the Insectile Aberration to get it off the field. But we'll see what they want to do. We've got a pretty decent field. I mean, we could even make another illusion if we need to. Did they get a land drop, I wonder? Come on now. So there's the land. Playing the Rift early might be useful if we would just want to buy ourselves a bit of time, but yeah, don't know. So they're just going to attack in. Let's go for the augury here, because we get to proliferate and get a card into our hand. We'll see how they respond to this. Ooh, River's Rebuke. Rebuke is good. But the Mastermind can actually block the Druid here, and I'm actually very tempted to do this. And if they counter it, then they'll use up the counter spell. So let's see what they do. But at the same time, they can now hit Jace if they want to, and we only get down to 1 loyalty, so we'll see. They also have an experimental augury. How curious. We both used exactly the same combat trick, should I say. Let's tick up. Oh no, sorry, not tick up. Let's just try and block. Take them off a bit of mana. That's nice. And then now they can -2 again to save the Tameo. Annoying, but there we have it.
I have many scrolls of data to share.
Oh no, they've ticked. The other ticked. Okay, sure. They've ticked up rather than ticked down. Sorry, should I say? Let's try and take care of her. Do they have any... No, they're just going to draw 2 cards, though.
I can here.
That might sway things. Probably should have played the Narset there first. Maybe a bit silly of me. We don't need to do that yet. Let's go for Teferi. Do they have a counter spell? Weird game because they're kind of just not doing what I think, but
I'm getting the hang of this.
Fateful Absence on Teferi.
This was
Fair enough.
I do love.
Get rid of this. So next turn, if all goes well, we can actually try and flip the Jacob.
It's how you
It's
play.
pass for now. It's unlikely that I want to get rid of the Rift or the Narset here with the Jacob, but it does go underneath. Obviously, the risk here is that if we put these things underneath and then he's killed or anything, then we lose those cards forever. You're going to get an extra turn with no impact to the field, so that's not too bad, although it is a control build, which is always scary, because now they have 6 mana for River's Rebuke. If they do Vorinclex, oh dear, that is going to be... That's pretty lucky, I have to say. So yeah, we can't save Jace annoyingly. So now we have to deal with that and turn off my alarm clock. I don't know why my wife's alarm clock's going off. Okay, so back to business. Who sets an alarm for 5 PM? I really don't know. Yeah, we don't want to use that. Jeez. Piles of 2 Unveil, so we can bounce the Vorinclex back to their hand. Sadly, we did not get
The focused and disciplined encounter
a land.
obstacles.
So we're just going to have to play the Narset and pass here. I don't want to bounce it and then go for Narset, because then in their turn they're going to play the Vorinclex and hit the Narset anyway. So we'll try and bounce it here, just to force them to redeploy it. Nice, so now it costs 7 mana. And then they need a mana to play the Vorinclex. So yeah, man, this is a weird game. Annoyingly, the Time Warp actually changed a lot, because it meant they could have played this old fella. So yeah, still looking for that 6th land so we can use Jacob and do all these crazy things if we need to. Well, not even that crazy. Oh no, they're going to go for Vorinclex again. Are they? Is it going to be Vorinclex again? It's annoying because it stops our whole deck. Our commander is a Planeswalker, and this is a specialist tool for that. There's nothing worse than playing against a deck that is the silver bullet for your army, for your deck. Between that and opponents taking ages. Yeah, I don't know what's worse. It's a fairy. Okay. So they were trying to ultimate that, I guess. And if they had the Vorinclex on the field, this would be at 8 loyalty, which is just disgusting. So they're going to untap stuff. Okay, 4 mana open. Broker's Ascendancy. I guess we can draw something here. It's unlikely that we're going to discard the Cyclonic Rift. Ah, there isn't exactly 2 colours. Sadly, I think we're going to get rid of that. Although we could... No, yeah, we're going to get rid of that. I think the Rift is just too good. What? Okay, so they... Anyway, I feel like they actually had a seriously good advantage there. I mean, what could we have done? 5... So that would have gone to 6 loyalty. 3, 4, 5, taking that to 1 loyalty. That still would have been alive in their turn. Depending on what we got, they could have played Vorinclex and then upped this. Yeah, I actually think they would have probably won that. Let's give this hand a go. It's interesting. We've got a couple of ramp spells. If they get destroyed, the inventive iteration can return it back. The flavour for that I find a bit strange. I suppose you're getting the schematics back for it or something. But it is strange how the flavour of the card is you're inventing something. But then the first thing you do is you bounce something back to its owner's hand. Is it like a copyright fight or something? No, I designed it first. No, I designed it first. Potentially. Yeah, a lot of ramp. And this is like Hardened Scales, basically, with the option of putting more things on. This is very, very good. It's kind of scary, actually. If you don't have very good removal, like blue, like us, it's going to be tough. Also, they've already got that out, which is a lot. So we could exile it. I think that's probably the best way. And then next turn, we can bounce it to the hand and just get rid of it forever. So yeah, that's good. Because if that does flip, it's kind of scary. But again, exiling is probably one of the best things you can do. Army of Whispered Hopes. So double counters on stuff now. Oh, geez. Triple, is it? Double? Don't know. Six mana. We go for Jace. They've not put any counters on anything yet, though. I kind of feel like it's a waste to bounce something without them putting any effort into it. If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean, like bouncing a 1/1 is okay, but I'd rather bounce it once I've wasted another card in it, so it feels like a 2-for-1. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. So now this is a good target. And Pelucranos comes out again. Wow. Add X mana of any one color. That's crazy. Yeah, alright. Let's bounce the Pelucranos and then bounce the Kami. Anything to slow him down. And then, yeah, I think we'll go for the Jace here.
Don't worry.
So we have to tick up, otherwise the bird is just going to kill him.
This will come in handy.
And we do not want that. This is really strong, isn't it? Add X, where X is power. That's very strong. I guess 3 mana makes it a bit slow when all you want to do is add 1 mana half the time. Oh, I can't wait to get rid of this bird. It's kind of annoying. Counter spell. Nice. Yeah, let's bounce the bird. Create a blocker. And yeah, we're in a very good scenario here. We've got some protection. We've got a clone spell if we need to. And yeah, we can even proliferate. Odorous Gearhulk. Sadly, I will be countering that one. Because that would be double the counters on all their stuff. Ristic Study. Woo-wee! That's lovely. And then flipping our Saga too. So if we play something that costs 3, they can't cast their commander. So yeah, this is a bit of a soft lock here. If we keep playing 3 drops in our turn.
Let's think this through.
Yeah, we'll attack with just 1 guy, see what they do. And yeah, we get rid of that. We got how much mana? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, we'll keep up the Futurist Spell Thief. Spell mana equal 3. Nyx Bloom Ancient. Oh my goodness. Let's get a copy of that. I want a Nyx Bloom Ancient as well. That's crazy. And we get to draw a card. Oh, and we can bounce theirs. That's wild. We can bounce theirs, bounce the Living Breakthrough, and then... That's crazy. Let's attack. Oh my goodness, we can bounce... Oh, that's super nice. We bounce theirs. And ours. So we can reuse the Futurist Spell Thief. Create another creature. So we could just proliferate here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go for 3. Yeah, there's a bit of thinking to do here. Kind of want to hit a land drop. So they can't cast 4s, even though we paid only 3 into life. Proliferate. So this costs only 2 now, so we can get... don't know what to do, really. Throwing Bird to proliferate again later. That's crazy. 5, 6, 7. So yeah, they're probably going to go for that again. Although it costs 1 more. But that means we get to draw a card. Oh no, River's Rebuke. Oh, I don't want to really do River's Rebuke. But if it means we're going to win the game, I suppose.
Let's try.
Oh, I feel bad now. We've got so many powerful cards. We're going to have to, though, aren't we? We're going to have so much mana. So they can't cast 6s. Ooh, absolutely brutal. I do feel bad, to be honest. It was a fair game until then. And now they've got so much stuff. What do we get rid of? Get rid of the Confounding Conundrum. Jeez. Throwing Bird's good. So we've basically got lethal now. I don't like how games always go down to River's Rebuke. It just makes it feel really kind of tacky. But then if I don't include River's Rebuke, then we lose games even more. So you basically can't really win by not having it. Yeah, it's the sad part of the game is you have to become the villain. You have to become the villain, guys, in order to win games. And that's not what I ever wanted to be, but River's Rebuke and Cyclonic Rift, yeah. It's the way of the future, apparently. So yeah, this deck is pretty fun to use, but sadly it is lacking a lot in the power kind of spectrum. when you're trying to win by combat damage, it's kind of weak. And if you're trying to win by control, it doesn't really have the lasting power somehow. I don't know, like on paper, it looks really good. The River's Rebuke, Flood of Tears, Time Warp, Jinga Taxius, and Imrith. You've got all the classic finishes, but it seems to be lacking. I think Mono Blue is in a weird place where only the toxic players want to use it with all the counter spells, which clearly you can see my deck doesn't really have many at all, just a small amount. You could probably get into more counter spells to make it more of that kind of experience, but I'm not really about that. I like to exchange cards backwards and forwards, but yeah, counter spells just don't feel, I don't know, it just doesn't feel that fun for me. So it is cool when you can proliferate out and get loads of Jaces out, but then at the same time thinking, what is he even doing even if he had a million Jaces? You're just making 2/2s. Is it elegant? No. Is it clunky? Yes. It takes a lot of effort and brain power to really push this one to the limit. And this is one of those decks where if you're tired, I know it's kind of starting to become a gimmick, but if you're tired, don't use this because you really need to think. And in order to make this more aggressive, you need a lot of small creatures at 1/2 mana to really push through the damage. But in blue, that's really at a premium. You only have Delve of Secrets, which is anything close to aggressive that early on. 1 mana 1/1 or a 1 mana 3/2 flying. Yeah, it's okay, but it's the best you have in blue. You got a few other things at 2 mana, which is a bit more technical, like the Fairy Mastermind, Ghostly Pilferer, Ledger Shredder. But then you've got Jacob Hawken, which is another draw utility at 2 mana. And I get it because blue isn't meant to be aggressive. I totally understand it. But it does make it, I think, as I said, an interesting position in 1v1 Historic Brawl because you're trying to get them down to 0 life. And if you don't use counters and make people quit out of rage, then you're going to be at a disadvantage. It's the slowest aggro colour. But yeah, you could definitely do some interesting things. It's a good test to see your skill level, basically. It's a bit like a litmus test. See how you can navigate mono blue without just counters. I definitely recommend it if you want to learn a lot of rules, because this deck has a lot of different interactions you can use, a lot of ways to proliferate. So many decisions. Do you tick up in hopes to ultimate, or do you tick down to defend yourself? Yeah, it's different, it's unique, it's interesting, makes you think, which I can't say about a lot of other YouTube channels out there. But, it's a challenge, and that's why you're here, watching this, listening to me speak. Difficult one. If you want to give it a go, deck list in the description below. If you want to support the channel, become a patron. If you do become an adult dragon, you get a video of your choice made. If you want to donate any other amount, go to Ko-fi, and you can donate there. So, until next time. Did you know that you can help my channel by watching another one of my videos? Go ahead, you know you want to.